on, man? Uh, it's 10 a.m. What's this person? Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, kid. Man, you up early. Mr. DeAndre. I'm headed to the gym. Shoot, I am. Wish I would have got a little bit more sleep. I think I got about like 4 hours of sleep. But we gonna make it work because I took a. Got this freaking cop behind me. Okay, so he passing. He out to get somebody. Had to get low for a minute because I thought he was on to me. I'm like, did he see me holding the camera? I was like, what? But yeah, I think I got about like 4 hours of sleep last night. I was tired, but once I took like this energy capsule, I feel a lot better now. And I think on top of that, I'm gonna give me some coffee. I get nervous when I see one. Yeah, I feel you. I don't know if I'm necessarily nervous per se because I ain't got nothing to hide, but depending on what I'm doing. Like with this, more so concerned. But I remember back in the Periscope days, I remember I did get stopped one time. This was during the pandemic. A cop caught me on my camera going live. And he was like, I saw you. Don't you get ready to tell that fib either. I saw you. Shout out, please. We got General Supreme up in this piece. He was like, don't you get ready to tell that lie. I'm like, hey, I didn't say that I wasn't on the camera, but I also didn't admit that I was on the camera either. See, I was very careful with my words, not to say too much. Somebody said, huh? What's up with all these random people coming up in here at random? Who are money or love, G? Um, I'm gonna have to go with the money for 500 because the money is where it's all at. We getting all these people spamming. This is super duper random. Who are all these random people coming up in here? You got somebody talking about some ram. But yeah, want to learn about the franchise? The I don't even know what is going on with the chat. Y'all are spamming my live right now. Somebody said cap. Now the money can definitely open up a lot of different opportunities. You know, they say that money don't buy you happiness, but the things that you do buy with money can buy you happiness. It's a different today in the chat. I don't know what's going on. We got Palestine, we got what free Palestine, all type of different crap. You said, yo, I subbed. Appreciate you. But no, the money is definitely important. That should be the top priority. with anything. I don't care what anybody tell you. Money is a necessity. Because most be trying to sit there and pretend as though money is not the answer. Money is for sure the answer. Anything that you want when it comes to food, when it comes to clothing, when it comes to shelter, I want you to try and give them hopes and dreams and see what you get. You know, you go up to the counter and say, I don't have any money, but I do have hopes and dreams. And they're going to look at you like you're crazy. They said, how about a family? You need money for a family too. Kids, babies, they're also not free. I'm telling you, everything comes back to the money. It circles right back around, back to the money. So if you ain't got the money to keep you in a comfortable state, you can forget it. He says, so would you rather be rich and lonely or making it by but have loved ones? I'm going to have to go with rich and lonely because, once again, I know that money can ultimately buy me new opportunities than being broke with loved ones. Like, seriously. She said, hey, I'm going to have to go with the money. And I encourage everybody. The money is definitely a necessity. Now, money in and of itself, yes, it has no emotion and it can't do nothing for you. But the things that you can get with money can most certainly put you in a much better state because you got to understand that money is not just something that you buy something with, it's a form of protection as well. It can protect you in situations when you're in dire need. Let's say you have a loved one that has an emergency surgery and they can't afford it, and you have the money to cure them. See, people don't think about those type of situations when you're in a dire need of emergencies. Money definitely is paramount above all of them. So it all comes back to the money. You want to be the boss, you got to pay the cost. So I'm telling you right now, some of the most illest things, people who are the most depressed, people who suffer from the most danger, people who are in crime-ridden areas, those are individuals who live in poverty. And they got plenty of family, but they live in dangerous conditions. Their mental state is all jacked up. There's no longevity to your life. Being broke and living in poverty is evil, straight up. Where we drive, whoa, we ain't driving no more. We at the gas station. I'm about to get me a cup of coffee. It says, Jason, if you have to buy a woman, she will leave you as soon as you lose your money. Somebody said that, talked about buying a woman. Nah, that's definitely not the answer. Now, when it comes to a woman, she can't be bought. And if she is bought, just know she's not going to be there for long. She ain't going to be there for the longevity. Because let's say you do lose the money, you going to lose her right with it. So, nah, when it comes to relationships, you can't buy relationships and commitment and loyalty and trust. Those things are priceless. And so that's a different conversation. The type of money that I'm talking about in context is how you survive and function in society. That's the type of money I'm talking about. He said, no, not always. Not always what? You're going to have to elaborate on that. But yeah, when it comes to women, they can't be bought. And if it is, if you can buy her and she does come with a price, that is, I'm 100% certain that that is not the woman for you. Telling you that right now. And even a woman that's bought still has emotions. And even with her, she's priceless. That it takes the right type of man to get in her head and to touch her heart, and your money is useless. See, a lot of guys on the internet and within the, the manosphere space, they put a lot of emphasis on the money, the money, the money. Women don't love money. I'm telling you that right now. Women leave men who have money all the time, all day long. So, nah. Women is when it comes to women, money is not the answer. That's only putting yourself in a problem in a situation where you bound to be in a pretty messed up state. Like, nah, you don't want a woman to be in a transactional or transient situation. Like, nah, bad idea. And I notice a lot of people on the internet space put a lot of emphasis on the money when as it relates to women. And it's the most idiotic concepts because that is not how you get to a woman. That's how you get to a woman who's a gold digger, who is an opportunist and puts you in a position of trickhood where you operating as a trick and not as a man. Because if that was the case, if you ever look down the street and you look at, or you walk in your local neighborhood, you'll see homeless people. And within those homeless people, you also see a homeless couple. That woman is in a relationship with a man who is homeless, and they both poor. And a woman can have the opportunity to be with any rich man, but yet she's still loyal to the man who is broke just as she is. So that's just one example of many examples that women is not motivated by money, because she could have any opportunity to leave that man to get with any man with money, yet she is loyal to that bum, and she's willing to bum it out with him. So love is more important when it comes to human relations. Yeah, and especially when it comes to romantic interest. Yeah, if we're talking in the context of women, yeah, absolutely. But on the flip side, as a man, you shouldn't be seeking love from a woman. You should be seeking respect, which is deeper than love. That's what you should want, is the woman to have a deep respect for you, not a love and admiration for you. It's actually flipped. It's the opposite way. She wants that from you, but you should want respect from her. Because when a woman respects you, she's willing to go through great lengths due to her respect for you. Whereas love is in the aspect for a man, it's not enough. This person said, King Hazy says, I don't give women money. It spoils them. That's good, as you should. You absolutely should. And I'm doing this intermittent fasting. I'm trying to stick with it because I know I didn't get enough sleep because normally I sleep through my intermittent fasting. But my cravings are starting to kick in. I got about close to 3 to 4, like 3.5 hours. I need to get me some liquids in before I cheat on my intermittent fasting. He said not only it spoils, but it sets the tone. Absolutely. And it sets the tone of what your worth is. That's why I'm about to get this coffee to suppress my appetite so that when I break my fast, I'll be good. That's why I'm going to the Speedway to get me some coffee, and I'm probably going to get me some sparkling water so I can get through this gym workout. But I hate when this happens, when I don't get enough sleep and I'm intermittent fasting and it carries over or it spills over into the next day because normally I would sleep those hours of me being fasted so it wouldn't be as brutal for me to get through the fast because I slept through the majority of the hours. But that didn't happen. So now I gotta stick with it, or push through it. But yeah, it's important to set the tone. And I never had not one woman ever even think to have a transactional or ask me to pay for this or pay for that. She already know the answer. Straight up. I am not the most generous in the aspects just to be giving money to impress you. Now I can be generous, but nah. I set the tone immediately. Not early, immediately. They already know. Because my value does not come in what's in my wallet, but my value comes in my overall being and my leadership and my foresight and insight to the future and my ability to to build, which is much greater than a transactional. Let me get you a nice little purse, and I ain't never done any of that for not one chick. I ain't never bought no chick no purse. I think the closest thing that I've ever bought a chick was when I was in high school, and I bought her. It was like our anniversary or something, and I bought her like what is that thing called where you shake it up and it snows? It's like a ball. I forget the name of it. But other than that, nah, I'm not dropping no bag on no females at all. Now I've had women buy things for me and give me gifts and write me letters, handwritten letters, and all type of different things that they bought me. But me going snow globe, there you go. Me just send them, man, let me get this for you. Da 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 da. Nope. And it ain't even a matter of I don't have it. That's not where I show my gratitude. I show you experiences. I give you knowledge. I give you wisdom. I show you around. I take you to places. That's my way of showing you gratitude. Is you experiencing uh, the environments that I take you and the places that we go, museums. We go to sightseeing. We go through adventurous things. So much more. Would you ever be with a woman that stays at home? Yeah, absolutely. Those are actually the best ones. Like the ones that's always out in the streets. Nah, they for the streets. I actually prefer a chick that's a homebody. Bro, spoil your queen, you can. If I got a good woman, you take care of each other. Taking care of somebody is not the same thing as spoiling somebody. There's a big difference. You can take care of a woman, but you don't have to spoil her. No, definitely do not believe in that, and that's part of the trick mindset is to spoil a woman. Even the wording of that is backwards. You don't spoil anything. You don't spoil even your children. You don't spoil them. You're not even supposed to do that because what that does is it conditions entitlement, and with anything that spoils, it rots. I mean, just imagine leaving milk out for a couple of hours in your pantry. What will it do? It will eventually spoil. And guess what? When it spoils, you can no longer consume it because it'll make you sick and kill you. So, nah, absolutely not. I love to see my queen smile. Well, she can smile without being spoiled. Shoot, it don't take much to make a girl a woman smile. I could tell a few jokes and she's the geeky geeky ah, ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? It don't take much. Sure, I could take a girl to a park and she's smiling from ear to ear. Look at these natures. Look at these trees. See, I lead with my conversation and my intellect and my ability to think, not my ability to spend and spoil. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of men today got a very trick mentality, man. It's it's not good, and that's why you have a lot of arrogant, cocky, entitled women these days. I mean, it's to the point where I can go into this gas station right now, and women are reluctant, and then sometimes don't even want to hold the door for somebody, another man that's walking behind you, because they feel so entitled, and the only person they're thinking of is themselves. And see, and that's what I'm saying as far as that you condition a woman that's her to be look outside herself. If she's thirsty, the first person she needs to be thinking about is her man and determine if he's thirsty first and ask you how you feel, and then you determine if it's best suited for us both to get something to drink. She thinks outside herself. And see, and that's what I'm saying. Like y'all create like these little princess and even the verbiage and calling her a queen and all this other garbage. All of that stuff is earned. You got to put in work. So y'all just give all your goods, and she ain't earned a darn thing. She ain't did nothing for it. She got to put in work. And I don't know where and why this mentality of men where they believe that women aren't supposed to work and they're supposed to just lay and leisure all day. Bump that. She is supposed to be your helpmate as support, as an assistant. An assistant is not sitting around and you spoiling her. She's assisting you. But then again, a lot of y'all don't have anything to assist. Y'all not real leaders. Y'all don't really build anything where she could assist and be of great assistance to your life. An executive assistant. Y'all ain't built nothing. Y'all answer to another man. So that's why I'm just like, nah, man, y'all got it so backwards. It says because that mentality has been passed down. Yeah, it's been passed down, and it's very sad because your woman is supposed to be your bookkeeper. She's supposed to be your assistant, secretary, keeping up with the details of what's on the schedule, all of those things to compliment. But if y'all really had something really, a productive life like that, in most cases, y'all ain't really built anything where she could be of a great assistance. And it's sad because they essentially treat, it says, man, you tripping. Black women are self made, bro. I'm sorry. Women, period, them days are over, bro. Women are not self made, bro. These corporations and these women that get these degrees are not only in debt and end up as a slave wage to another man's corporation. Stop it, bro. Stop it. No, they're not self made. They're heavily guided and assisted. Talking about them days is over. Most women are not thriving to that degree because you're talking to a man who owns his own organization and has numerous of women who work under me as their leader, boss, direction. I dictate as far as when they work, how they work. Please. These women that are starting these businesses are not, they have no levels of scalability whatsoever. That's why most franchises are not owned by women to that degree. Stop it, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, this is this simp culture, man. It's sad because y'all are essentially grandizing women as though they're foreign to this planet, as that they're just like this superiority that are just worth giving all your jewels to. It's one of the most stupid, idiotic things you could possibly do. And that's how you are going to end up getting fleeced, manipulated, and trying to figure out how she took everything from you and you didn't see it coming because you didn't maintain frame. Sad. Absolutely sad. But again, men don't, the men that talk like this typically aren't in positions of power where they run in the show. They got a boss that they answer to. They got two bosses, actually. The boss that they go to work at, they got to answer to him. Then they turn around and have another boss at the home, which is his wife. She's the boss. You even hear guys say that. No, she's the boss. Really? She's your boss? It's messed up, man. Very backwards. But shoot, man. I need to get this coffee before I pass out and get through this. I'm about to get up off here. Y'all be smooth. And I'm going to holler at y'all in the next one. Deuces.